Hi again, we have talked about the 8 rules of indices. And let's do a quick recap before we have some examples. The first rule is if they are of the same base. Same base, base A, and they multiply, we add the powers. So it's m plus n. What about if it's the same base and they divide? If it's divide, we take m minus n. So this is if they have the same base. Now what if they have the same power? So in this case the power is all m for rule 3 and rule 4. So if it's a to the power m multiplied by b to the power m, we just need to put a bracket and put the power outside, which is m, and we multiply a times b, which gives us ab. Similarly for number 4, if we have a to the power m divided by b to the power m, they have the same power, m. So you put the power outside the bracket, take a divided by b. So these are the first 4 rules of indices. And of course we have others, which is if a to the power 0, anything to the power 0 is 1. You can have 1,000, 1 million to the power 0, your answer is still 1. So please do check out, if it's power 0, just put it as 1. Because this can save you quite a lot of time. Next, if you have a negative power, a to the power minus n, to get rid of this negative, alright, we flip the base. So the base is a, you can put a over 1, because anything divided by 1 is just itself a. So you put a over 1 because it's still a, and you flip the base, you get 1 over a, and now the power becomes positive. So negative to positive by flipping the power. And the 7th rule is that if we have a to the power m over n, if it's a fraction power, we can write it in the surd format, and the base is just a, the top power just goes here, the bottom power goes over here. An example is if you have square root 2, it just means there's an imaginary 1 here and imaginary 2 here, so it's just 2 to the power half. Likewise, if we're going to skip this because it's the same as the above, if you have cube root of 8, alright, it just means there's a 1 here and there's a 3 here. This is usually written, or the one that is not written is, this is usually just root 2, and this is just root 4. It just means there's a 2 here, but we don't write because it's square root. But if it's a cubic root, we write the 3 over here, and then this will give you 8, 1 over 3, 1/3. And of course we have the final rule, which says that if it's a, m, and then there's a power outside the bracket, we just multiply the power, we get a to the power of m times n, which is mn. Okay, I'll save the examples for the next video.